Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's good, everybody? It's Destin Choice and you're watching TROYCETV. Today is going to be a fucking quick little story time. Let me start by saying that you should always walk away. Like, you should always walk away in situations like this. Because I just don't understand. Like, I'm like the nicest shit in the world, but people stay trying to fucking try me. Like, that just don't make no sense to me. Like, how the fuck am I so nice? Like, I swear, like, anyone who's watching this that knows me personally know that, like, I'm the nicest shit ever. I got a mouth on me, but I'm the nicest shit ever. I'm one of those people who literally, when you come up to me and start talking to me, like, I'm always all smiles. Like, I'm one of those type of nice people. The nicest shit you'll ever fucking meet in your entire life, ever. But people stay wanting to fucking try me. So long story short, let me get right into this video. So basically, I went to the library on a Saturday. This happened last week. I went to the library on a Saturday. The thing about me going to the library is I basically go to the library every fucking weekend because I don't fucking like living in my fucking house because a fucking dirty ass bitch living in my motherfucking home who be fucking breaking in my room, stealing my damn sugar, stealing my fucking detergent and my motherfucking toilet paper, her fucking dirty old ass. So when I go to the library on Saturday, I basically, you know, just intend on using the Wi-Fi. I basically like to sit in my little corner, use my phone and just chill. But going to the fucking library kind of helped me realize that I do not fucking like kids at all. I don't fucking like kids. As a matter of fact, I fucking hate kids. Not as in like a, I don't like you because you're 12 and you're watching me. I don't like kids as in like a, I don't like kids who have like no, absolutely like no self-control. I don't like kids who weren't fucking raised properly, who fucking act out of control and don't know how to behave when they're out in public. Like, period. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're 17, 16, 15, 14. Like, know how to fucking act when you're in public. Like, bitch, you're in the motherfucking real world. Like, know how to act. Stay in your lane. Like, act accordingly. Like, bitch, you better act accordingly, because when you're in the real world, somebody will fuck you up if you don't know how to act accordingly. But basically, at the library that I go to, they have this little section that kids usually sit at where there's tablets and stuff. I don't know why the fuck I chose to sit there. The thing is, I'm on my phone because it was the closest outlet. I didn't feel like looking for an outlet. The library was packed that day. So I'm charging my phone. I'm sitting by the section where there's tablets. But luckily for me, there was no kids sitting there. An hour later, as I'm sitting there, 2 hours later, kids eventually start coming, but like 3 kids sat at that table. So I'm chilling, and then I'm watching Vampire Diaries. By the way, y'all should watch it. Oh my god, can y'all believe it ended? I'm watching Vampire Diaries, just chilling, just mind my own business. And then I fart. It was like a silent but deadly fart. And I said, excuse me, to myself. I was like, oh, excuse me. That's what I do whenever I fart. I always say excuse me, even if it's to myself, even if I'm the only one in the room. And my farts smell very, very bad. Not trying to gross you out, but they're silent but fucking deadly. So, as I'm at the library and I fart, some girl, ugly ass little girl, she was probably like about 12. She was just so fucking like ugly to me, like not even like face wise, well yes face wise, but personality wise, like her fucking behavior, the way she was acting was just fucking ridiculous. So she looks at her little friends that are like on this side of the table, and then she looks at me, and then she like bangs on the table to get my attention. She says, excuse me,
did you fart?
I take out my headphones and I say, huh? And she says,
excuse me, did you fart?
I'm like, yeah, I did. And she was like, and then she looked at her friend to like talk shit, and then I put my headphone back in, and then she tapped the table again to get my attention, like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yeah. And she said,
like, did you seriously fart?
I said, yes, I did. And she was like, oh. And I said, oh my bad, I had some really bad white rice and some oily chicken. And then I put my headphones back in. And then she banged on the table again, just to get my attention. And I'm like, yes, because I'm watching Vampire Diaries, and don't fuck me when I'm watching Vampire Diaries. Like, don't you just hate that when somebody's fucking with you while you're watching something on your phone? Like, don't fuck me when I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone, I'm gone. Like, don't fuck with me. When I got my headphones on, bitch, my reality is blurred. Don't fuck with me. So literally, I'm like, yes. And then she was like,
okay, excuse me, like next time you fart, like can you go somewhere else?
I said, maybe, because this bitch had like a little attitude when she said it. So I put my headphones on and I said maybe. So she snaps her fingers and bangs on the table to get my attention. I'm like, yes, you're seriously annoying me right now. And she says,
okay, well, I was here.
And I said, okay, well, I was here first. And then she was like,
okay, well, like next time you fart, can you like go somewhere else or something? And I put my headphones back in.
Just ignore it, like I don't say shit this time. And then this bitch had the nerve to bang on the table even harder. Even harder, even harder, even harder. And then I'm still ignoring her. Then this bitch decided to get up. And this bitch really fucking pissed me off. And she was just so fucking annoying to me. Like she had on this fucking big ass black Haitian skirt, and then that shit was fucking faded as fuck. Like that skirt was ashy as fuck. And then she had these fucking stiff ass plaits. Them shit looked like fucking black hot Cheetos. She was about 12 or 13. So basically, she decided to get up, and then she decides to snap. I'm ignoring her. Then she gets closer. And then she gets to the point where her finger is this close to my face. And I'm still ignoring her. Then her thumb, as she's snapping in my face, touches my nose. And I said, excuse me, like, can you move? Like, you're doing too much, like, move. Like, I'm gonna need you to move. And then she was like,
okay, well, don't be farting over here.
I'm like, excuse me, like, how old are you? And then she was like,
I'm 15.
Like, she stomped her foot too, and then I'm like, she did that shit with her head. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with your neck? Like, I said it to myself. I didn't say it out loud because she's a fucking little kid. She like,
I'm 15.
I'm like, okay, well, I'm older than you. Like, go somewhere else. Like, can you not? And I put my headphones back in, and then she snaps again. And I know she put her fucking thumb on my nose on purpose because this is the second time she did it. She literally put her hand up again and touched my fucking nose. And I'm fucking pissed off that she even did that. Because I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, I took out my headphones. I'm like, are you serious? And I look around and I'm like, oh, excuse me, security, because there was security in the library at that time. And I said, excuse me, security, like, can you, excuse me? And then security came over and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, excuse me, like, can you like make her move? Because like she's like bothering me and I'm not doing nothing. Like, I'm just chilling here doing nothing and she's bothering me. And then she was like,
okay, but like he's like farting and stuff.
And then I'm looking at her like, okay, well, can you like make her move? Because her hand is touching my face and she's putting her hand on my face and I'm not doing nothing to her. And then she was like,
okay, first of all, I didn't put my hand in your face.
Bitch, not only did you put your hand in my face, you touched my face too. So that really fucking annoyed me. So security's like, all right, what's going on here? She looks at security and says, he's farting and stuff. And I'm like, she came over here and she's bothering me and I'm not doing nothing wrong. Well, you know, farting isn't wrong. You know, I could fucking fart, you dirty ass bitch. Really, me not call her dirty ass bitch. No, fuck that. Dirty ass bitch. She's not even gonna see this shit. So security looks at me and he looks at her and he says, all right, who got up first? I said, this one right here. He said, okay, so you're the troublemaker. He looked at her and said, okay, so you're the troublemaker. And she didn't say nothing. So this little nosy ass white librarian bitch like literally walked over. Like, she had like her glasses like really, really low. Like, she literally, this is exactly how she looked. She looked just like this. Don't look at my fucking hair. Don't look at my tape, bitch. She's like listening to the story, like as I'm telling the security guard the story and as the girl's telling her side of the story. This little nosy white librarian bitch is looking at me like this. And then I had like my big ass teacup and it was empty. She looked at my teacup and then she looked at me, she looked at the girl. And she said,
well, excuse me, you know, you can't really make this like your little personal desk.
And I'm like, I'm not really making this my personal desk.
Okay, you know, you got your phone plugged in right here, and you know, you can sit somewhere else. I mean, you can sit like all the way over there in the teen section, or you can sit like in the lobby, like right there. You know, you don't have to sit here. Like, you know, you can finish eating.
Security's like, exactly. Like, he looks at me and says, exactly. And I'm just like, I'm shook. Like, I'm shook because security basically looked at me and she looked at me and the librarian looked at me and even the little girl with her fucking little ugly ass, stiff ass plaits looked at me and was like, just looking at me. And I'm just like, are you serious? And then basically, long story short, I ended up having to get up because, I don't know, I guess they thought because I was older, they thought like I should just let the little girl win, which is fucking weird. Like, the little girl got in my face, I did nothing wrong. All I did was fucking fart. Like, am I a bad person for fucking farting? Like, does that make me a bad person? So, basically, I got up, and what annoyed me was the fact that they let the little girl stay. They didn't kick the little girl out, they didn't make her go sit somewhere else, they made me get up. So I'm annoyed. So basically they let the little girl off with a warning and they made me go sit somewhere else. So I'm a little fucking weirded out because it's like, like I could have really cussed this little bitch out. Like I could have really told this bitch about herself. I could have really like went off. But you know what? Since I'm older and I know more than her and she is a very young, stupid ass little bitch, and let me not. Wow, what the fuck is wrong with me? And it's like, man, whatever, you know? Whatever. You know, I do know more than her. I am a lot older than her. Most people would have cussed her out. Like, most people would have went off on her. Most people would have kicked that bitch in her throat. Most people would have grab that bitch like by her little fucking stiff ass plaids, them little stiff ass Cheetos with them fucking poofy ass Cheeto puff edges that this bitch had. Most people would have snatched that shit out. But you know, I'm a mature person, and at the end of the day, I feel like you just gotta walk away, because hey, you know what? That ain't my fucking kid, because I just don't understand how parents nowadays are raising their kids to think they can just get in somebody's face and just snap. Like, who the fuck do you think you are to like snap in somebody's face? Like, that's just bitch, because I farted, and bitch, it's not like I lied, bitch, I told the truth, bitch. Like, I deserve that because I told the truth. It's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, who raised this girl to think that she could just get in somebody's face? That's no excuse to get in somebody's face. Period. I really hope you guys enjoyed this story. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, that's that. Choice out this bitch.
God, I wish I never spoke. Now I gotta wash my mouth out with soap.